Alright people, just going to pop to the chemist and then I'll be there. It'll only take me a couple of minutes because I was running late again. So you're in the car with me having a little journey. Same as yesterday. Because Mrs. B has run out of her tablets. Right, I've got the medicines. Let's go fishing. Oh, put it in neutral first. Oh, really? There we go. Car won't start if it's not in neutral. And then it won't go in neutral. Now what's the matter with it? Right, come on. I want to go fishing. What I had to do yesterday. Here we go then. Like I said earlier, a little road trip. So that is Baffin's Pond, which when my mum was alive, she used to call it the local beauty spot. That always used to tickle me. But I guess that's what it is. I'm going to have to do a U-E on the Eastern Road to get back to where I want to go. There's nothing to say that you can't do a U-E where I'm going to do it. So we've got, I don't know what you call it, Baffin's Field to the right of us. The other side of the little bit of field here is the area that they fence off for the Brent geese every year. Well, it's fenced off all the time, but they close the gates during the winter, and the Brent geese come down from, I think they're the Shetland Isles or somewhere up there, and they hang around in Portsmouth, and that's a refuge for them, and that's behind my flat. As I said before, I'm ever so lucky to live here in the middle of Portsmouth. We've got a load of greenery and green space, because the other side here we've got a massive golf course and green area up there as well. So there we go. There's the Eastern Road. So we'll be fishing in about 5 minutes. I'm going to turn left, go up the Eastern Road and come back on myself to find the access to the car park. And don't panic. It's an automatic car. And you're on a thingy jobber. I'm going to put you on the seat. I've got a feeling this used to be the estate house many moons ago, when this used to have little villages on here before the city grew up, developed. It certainly is a big old building, look. Used to be called the White House, now it's just called Harvesters. Don't bother going in there, food's rubbish, the service is rubbish as well. We've had to be waiting over an hour before now to get service, so we've walked out. So there we go, done a U-E, and there's nothing to say that I can't do a U-E there. So we'll just head back down and turn into the car park. I'll fish out the car if it's too cold, but I'm going to fish outside to start with. I've got to find the channel where there's some water. Right. I was going to say I'm surprised there's nobody fishing, but to be honest, it's winter and it's a work day, isn't it? There's somebody leaning at the railing. They're not fishing, are they? Yeah. Here we go then. Goes the car park. Headroom of 6'6". There's the harbour. Quite a bit of water there, to be honest. So that's cool. See, I told you he was a Chinese chap. I've seen him around fishing. What do you mean I'm live? I know I'm live. Stupid machine. Yeah, whatever. Right, I'll stick you on the steering wheel while I just sort myself out. Yeah, there's definitely enough water to fish there. So that's a good start. You know, I've got to be honest, I'm thinking I might even leave you in the car. It's a thought. I didn't need to see that. There's a couple of swans swimming up. I hope they clear off. I'll have to have a look at your comments in a minute, guys. Or people. I got told off calling you guys. Yeah, that's funny. So I'm going to use one of those canisters today. While I think about it, I'm going to connect you to the old battery pack with a new lead. So I know it works because I tried it at home. Oh, you muppet. You connected to the car. We'll go to the battery pack instead. Well, I'm just going to turn you around. Actually, I'll unclip you and have a look at the comments. Are you, Jinxie? 48 watching? Really? Fantastic. Thank you, people. It depends how much you cut off the canister, Mohammed. Mine, they weigh 4 ounces. Hello, Richard. Thank you, everybody. All right. Right, let me just turn that round. Yeah, do you know what? See those rod tips, aren't you? Yes, you can. Now that's a result. And if I turn the wheel slightly, that's almost straight. But I think the weight of that might twist that round a bit. Hang on a minute. Well, we'll leave it like that for a bit and see if you yeah, look, there you go. It's as flat as anything. I have no idea. Alright, not a problem. Yeah, it is a bit cold. But like I say, fortunate that Mrs. B wanted me to pop out to the chemist and Charlie didn't want the car. So we're fishing in the car. Oh! Hello, Nederlander. We're on the Eastern Road. I'm opposite Tangiers Road in the car park up there. No, I've only just chucked out. I was just checking the messages. I'm going to go and put the other one out with a bit of mackerel on it. Thank you, GJ. Anyway, look, I'll get back here. I'm just going to go and set the other one up. That's a load, then Brent keeps just flow past. tail of mackerel. A 3.0 to a 1.0 chinu. Pedal. No idea if it'll work. And I'm not chucking it out very far either. So there we go then. We've got a 2-hook flapper on the right hand one with some ragworm on, surprisingly fresh, and on the other one we've got a chunk of mackerel pedalled without elastic on. I have no idea if I'll catch anything, so I'll keep a close eye on those rods. Let me know if you are quite happy just to watch the rods like that, or if you want me to give you a more overall view of the rods and the car situation and tackle box and everything. But if you're quite happy just to watch the rods up in the sky like that, then I'm quite happy to leave them up there for you. Oh, that PayPal me link works, brilliant. Thanks to Cardigan Bay Fishing Adventures last night, he helped me out setting that up. So what do you reckon? Shall I leave the rods like that then? Hello Souls, Soul at Fishing, and everybody else I haven't said hello to, all 55 of you. Come on people, give me some feedback. Are you quite happy just to watch the rods like that? Right, thank you GJ. I've got some other stuff to get on with. Okay. I will leave the rods where they are then. It's almost time for me to check the worms on the first cast anyway. I've just done my bit. I had to take a picture for Kevsa for the ANLS or whatever it's called, ANRLS. It's the Anglers National Line Recycling Scheme. So it's an ANLRS. Too many letters for me. I didn't really think this out. I could have bought my tackle making stuff up and I could have made some rigs while I was up here. Hello, George. And hello, everybody that I haven't said hello to. It's surprisingly not too cold. But it is, if you know what I mean. No bites yet that I've seen anyway. I have a new Prezi turn up today, which is a headrest for the brake version of my seat box. It is, Leighton. But behind you, there's some clouds that have covered the sun. You can't see that. And the wind's coming from the west, which is over that way. So I guess we're going to have cloud cover coming on while I'm online. I'm having a quick tidy up from yesterday. Buckets in a bike mess. See ya. So I had to retie my shock leader again. So that's the second time in 2 days it's come undone. Sorry, it dropped out, people. I've just replenished the baits, and the worms, one of the worms is completely clean and the other one hadn't. No, it dropped out, Richard. Sorry. I'm on 4G, but recently it's been dropping out a lot, hasn't it? So I'm sorry about that. And like I say, I just had to retie the shock leader. I was just casting out the left-hand rod with a fresh bit of mackerel on, and lo and behold, it jammed and it splashed down in front of me. And I looked, and I could suddenly see the shock leader was caught on the top eye, and the main line was right down on the reel. So I gingerly lifted it towards me, and I managed to grab hold of it. So I managed to save everything. No, I haven't even had a bite yet, Cody. Yes, it was lucky. It means I didn't have to, I didn't lose anything. I didn't have to tie any more shock leader up. Well, I had to tie that one back on. What it was, I've been using the Albright knot, which I've used a load of times when I'm fly fishing. It never ever failed when I'm fly fishing. But when I use it to put the main line and shock leader together, it seems to fail all the time. And I've seen there's been loads and loads of people that use the Albright knot. Did you, Cody? Well, I've heard there's some fish. All right. Well, I've heard there's some fish coming out. I normally do, Phil, but I've run out for the moment. So this week I'm just using straight through, well, untapered shock leader, you know, the mainline stuff. I've got some Asso that my father-in-law gave me yesterday. No, actually, I've been using Asso. He gave me something else. Hello, Reese. I'm on the Eastern Road, mate. I haven't had any bites, but the baits keep getting nicked by crabs, I think I find. Cody, whereabouts did you fish on the Eastern Road then last night? Yes, it is. I've got ragworm on the right hand rod and a chunk of mackerel on the left hand rod. All right. Reese, do you want a bait loader from Richard? Like the one I've got. He's online, Richard, so I've just asked him. Oh, okay. Yes, there you go, Richard. He says that would be lovely if you don't mind, please. Thank you, Richard. Have you thought about that bait from Simon yet? When you want it? Well, for the moment, he's using everything of mine. Anytime I go out with him, Martin, can I borrow your knife? Martin, can I borrow your scissors? Martin, can I borrow this? Isn't that right, Reese? You're turning into the autistic angler too. I don't mean TOO, I mean the number 2. Because Reese has got autism. As well as other problems. Well, we've all got problems, haven't we? It's a bit different sitting in the car. Especially when I can't really see the tips. Are you, Reese? I do what I do, mate. Wait until you find one on the beach or somewhere where somebody's dumped one. I can't remember where I found that one. Okay, Richard. Like I said, just let me know, mate. And we can meet up somewhere. But you have to give me a day's notice or so I can have a chat with Simon and arrange to pick the bait up on the day that you want it, or put it in my freezer before I come and meet you. And I know Simon, well, like I say, I know Simon. I've fished with him loads of times. So yes, there you go. Shout out for Portsmouth Baits. Cody, I hope I catch anything. Shout out for Portsmouth Baits. Have a look on Facebook for his price list. Shout out for Baits Are Us, because they're only half a mile away from here. And a shout out for Reese Hughes on Facebook if you want some mackerel. And you can decide who you want to go to. No, not this year, Joe. It was last year I had one down at Chesil. That's the first time I fished at Chesil. Shout out to Charlie Green, whoever he is. It's the first one I've had at Chesil. It's my only ever second cod I've had. I had one when I first started on my first year over at Hayling Island, and it was the same size as all the school bass. He was about 6 or 7 inches long. And my friend Dave, who I was fishing with at the time, got so excited. And I couldn't understand. I didn't do anything to catch it. I just chucked out my 2-hook flapper with a bit of worm, and this fish came in, and he was dancing around. You got a cod, you got a cod. I went, it's a little fish, mate. It's the same as all the other little fish, but a bit different. So that was the first one I caught. Then I had to go down to Chesil with my father-in-law and my son, and I caught one there last year. It's on my channel anyway. The first one isn't, because I wasn't doing YouTube then. There you go. Reese's mackerel are brilliant. Him and I have had lots of chats about it, but every time I use it, I seem to get bites. If I use mackerel from Baits R Us or anywhere else, it doesn't seem as effective. There's something about his mackerel, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they're smaller ones, younger ones. Don't know, don't care. I found some mackerel I can source at a good price, quite close, and it seems to attract the fish, and that's all I care about. Finding bait like that I can get whenever I want, reasonably whenever I want. So I was just looking at my rods, so I was just checking all the eyes. I know I've got an eye out on that Ceratec right down the bottom. That was where I was a bit rough putting the second piece in the rod bag, and I hit it. Yeah, just buffing again. Sorry, people. I'm back again. And like I was saying, it's as dead as a dodo. The Chinese man's given up. He was just waiting to see if I caught a fish, I think. I've met that gentleman. I don't know his name. I've seen him loads and loads of times. He fishes all the way around here. I've got no judgment to make on him at all, other than he fishes. I don't think it's him that I've seen that catch undersized fish. That was the old couple that were down on the buddy pipes. They've been there for years. They take home absolutely everything. Right, so I've done a little bit for the Anglers National Line Recycling Scheme. And don't forget to look them up on Facebook, people, and find out where your nearest tackle shop where you can put your old line in. Saves it. Getting brilliant advocate for that. The amount of work that she does off her own back for that, it's incredible. Oh, by the way, today's lighting is not supplied by Kevser. It's supplied by that big yellow ball up in the sky. And I've got to say, it's doing quite a good job at the moment. Yeah, that bit of cloud cover in the west, it's not there now. So I can't even see blooming crab bites on there today. I don't know if you saw the weights I'm using today. They're those canister weights that I make out of the millions of canisters that Vinny finds. He's got bucket loads of them in his shed waiting for me. I've already got one bucket load. I can't get through them. Since I've started making them, I've stopped losing so many weights, unless you count all those new grippers that I lost in the Canberra. Yeah, that's fine. Christmas break, bar humbug. I know I've got a family meal on the 25th. Actually, I haven't, because Charlie's working. Jade's working. It's only me, Mike and Janet. I guess there might be a bit of a problem if I told them I'm going out on that day. But I'll just be fishing much the same as normal. New Year's Eve, forget that, I don't do that. My birthday, which is just after, don't do that. Hello, Kev, sir. I'll just giving a shout out for you for your English National Line Recycling Scheme and everything you've done on behalf of them. So well done, you. I've done my picture for you today. It was a bit difficult getting a big hulk of me in the picture and a very little sticker. So I'll send you a few when I get home, and you can decide if you want any of them. If not, let me know what you want. Are you, Richard? Cool. I'm off from now until I die. Thank you, John. It's great that PayPal Me link works then. I even managed to work out how to do it on my phone, which was a bit of a surprise. Well, a surprise to me, because I've never copied and pasted anything on my phone like that. Laptop, not a problem. Where are these bikes? You should have thought there should have been something. There's millions of school bass in this harbour. But there's none over here at the moment. Can you give my buddy Chutney boy a shout, as he loves listening to you when I have... It's just Chutney, is it? Hello, Chutney. I hope you're okay, mate. Well, that's a big shout out to all of you, especially the kind people that have donated to me, especially the kind people that have subscribed. Do you know what? I don't think I'll say that enough. What have I got now? 2,043 subscribers, something like that. That's ever so kind, and a big thank you to every single one of you that's subscribed to me and liked all the rubbish I put up on YouTube. And I know some of it's rubbish too. Is he? Yeah, Kev Sir, well, I can't believe the amount of work. Do you realise, people, with everything that Kev Sir collects and people send to her, she has to sort through every single bit of it and cut out all the hooks, the clips, the dead bits of bait on there, everything. So if you're going to do any of this live recycling scheme, it would be a massive help if you could please cut off all the bits that aren't lined. You don't need to sort out your braid from your monofilament, but basically try and make it just line. It's not difficult, and it means that Kev, bless her, doesn't have to sort through it all because we're too lazy. Okay, thanks, Richard. It's not a problem. I'm not doing a video today, by the way, because, to be honest, I wasn't expected to catch anything. And I'm fed up of putting blank videos up. Blanking videos, should I say. Mind you, I've got to be honest, that blooming whiting thing the other day, counting through the whiting again, I was thinking, thank God I only caught 6 of the damn things. I'm not being horrible. I like catching any fish, me, but sometimes when you're editing and it's just whiting after whiting, you think to yourself, who wants to see this? Like I keep saying, Fish Hunter on YouTube, he refuses to put up whiting. He did put up one the other day because it was a clonker of a whiting, but he won't put them up. Oh, okay. Separate the line and braid as well. I didn't realise. Obviously, I know they're different materials. So there you go, guys. Have one bag for braid and one bag for monofilament. And try and make it just line. It'll make our job a lot easier. We need to go back. I need to get that eel I lost. Oh, right, okay. Fish are fish. Yes, they are, mate. I'm trying to think. Where did you have that eel? It was on the beach when we were on the beach. It was... Oh, down Nudist Beach, wasn't it, mate? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know about the Nudist Beach. I can't do that any day I haven't got the car, mate, because I can't get down there. I ain't going to go down there on my bike in the night time, and I can't get the van down there, so I can't do the van at the nudist beach. Nudist beach night sessions will only be when Charlie's not got the car. Come on, fish! Where am I fishing? I'm fishing on the Eastern Road at the site of the old jetty that used to go out something like 100, 150 yards. It's an old stone jetty that they smashed up. But I took it all away, basically. Made this rail in this car park here. So it's the site of the old Eastern Road jetty. You can't just say the Eastern Road because people go, where on the Eastern Road? But it's the only car park that you can fish from. So I'm on the Eastern Road, about a quarter of a mile from my house. And yes, I'm in the car. I didn't walk up here today. I had to go out and go to the chemist on the way. It's only 38 of you watching now. Can't blame you, to be honest. There's not much to watch. Just some blue sky with some rods just pointing up into the sky. Yeah, I don't know, Kev, sir. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably stick them on a line and see if I can catch fish on them. I love doing that. Catching fish on other people's rubbish. Yeah, I bet it is. Oh, that's why there was 50 or 60 on here earlier and it's dropped down because they've all gone off to one. Smasher's stolen my few viewers just so he can get a few more, his hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It's not fair. Oh, I don't give a stuff. If you want to watch me, you watch me. If you don't, don't. Right, I'm going to check the worms. Oh, I thought something would have done those. I put a worm, then a bit of shellfish, then a worm. A shellfish sandwich. How do you? Well, that's good to you as well. A junior angling club. Brilliant. I don't know why there aren't more of those things like this around. I keep saying, I wish there was something more I could do to help the youngsters. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. Let me go and see if there's any worms left. Wow. Yeah, it's become a bit warm. get a bag for him, but I'll take it, one ticket. He's not interested. Sorry, did I say I was warm? Good grief. No, I'm not. Yeah, I wish I could, Michael. Yes, I do, Keza, don't I? Yeah, it is cold, isn't it? give you a little look down there. This is turning out a nightmare. It keeps dropping out. So I've come outside the car just to see if it's any better. Living nightmare with the connection. Look at that fruity shot. Just down there, if you can see the two little ripples just down there, that's coming from this pumping station over there, which has got a water course drainage thing from the golf course. Yeah, the signal keeps dropping out. And I'm sorry about that. There's Langston Harbour. And there's Mrs. B's car, and there's the rods. And there's the Eastern Road. And this is called so that's where I'm fishing. So I'll take you back in the car and we'll see if it drops out in the car. Look, you can see down there. Water's coming in. Sun's going down. Then it's hiding behind that, whatever it is. Bit of cloud out there. I've got the engine on. Do you know what? I'm going to take chocolate back into the car with me. So let's try this again. I'll see if it drops out when I get in the car. God, it's nice and warm in here. So we're back in the car. Let me connect you back onto the... it does, doesn't it? That was a nice view then of the harbour. So set you back up on the steering wheel again. Like this tripod is a brilliant little thing. Leave it. I brought you outside of the car and it reconnects. Put you in the car and it disconnects. I can't believe there's some interference in the car with the signal. Surely not. That's going to be a fair. I can always put you on a tripod, I guess. Dave. I'm having trouble keeping the signal. Look, outside the car, it's fine. Sit in the car, the signal goes off. Can somebody move the satellite, please? Yeah, I'm fine. I was trying to stay warm in the car, though. But I can't. It's blooming cold out here. I guess I've got no option, though, but to put you on a tripod, then. Just get the tripod out the back of the car. The car. That's annoying. Still, at least we've sorted that one out. I thought I was just going crazy. So we put you outside on a tripod then. You'll get a better look at the rods. Now, how do I do this? Oh yeah, Vinny. That thing be there. In my tackle box. Oh, don't tell me I didn't bring it. Yes, I did. Vinny found another attachment for my tripod. Like he does, just lying around in Portsmouth. And he gave it to me, so it means I can now try. I'm just unscrewing you from the Joby Gorilla tripod. That thing. That's what you were attached to. I'm now going to attach you to this thing. Then attach you to that. You can sit out here in the cold. Somebody's having a bad day. Right. So I'm going to just put you in the tripod stand. I will just put you in the tripod stand like that. There you go. You're there, people. Woohoo! So now I can move you up. Up. Go up. Right there. Right, you're up. So let's have you about here. Let's move you up like that. Rocker. Have another look at them then. See, and you're still connected. Definitely something about being in the car. I've never heard of that before. So I'm just connecting the power bank back to you. There you go, you got power on. Is that working? Yes, it's working. Rock and roll. So, we've got 35 of you back. Thank you, John. Right, keep an eye on those for a minute. I'm just going to take my rubbish to the bin. Yes, it is. Thank you, Dave. Well, I guess it does. So we're going to see if it works outside the car for a long time. I'm going to get my other coat on. Do you know what? Right, I've got my coat on, so that should warm me up. And it's working better, is it? It hasn't dropped out then. Brilliant. Yeah, you missed about 52 fish I bought in. If only you had. Right, if I do that, you can still see the rods and a bit more of what's going on down there. So as I was saying then, I've got the mackerel chunk. I keep bringing it in a bit closer, hoping that there's a bass or an eel that's coming in close. And the worms I'm chucking out a bit further. And I've still got lots of worms left. Do ya? That's a transit making funny noises. Yeah, well, I've brought you outside the car now, so I'm hoping it won't drop out now. I'll remember that next time. I can't do a live stream from in the car through the car. Did I just see one of those rods move? Or was that my eyes moving in my head? Yeah, I can't do a live stream through the car window. But I've seen others do it through the car, and we did it. Hang on a minute. I've done it the last 2 trips. And mind you, we were travelling those days, so maybe we were getting better signals bounced off wherever. I do not understand how the 4G signal works. Yes, I worked in satellite communications and defence communications and radar and stuff all my life, so I understand about communicating. But the 4G stuff, I don't understand how it bounces around and gets up to a satellite and back down again. There's no wonder, like you say, sat in a metal box. And yes, I know about Faraday and his principles. At least I did. So further on down the harbour, we've got a boat coming in. One of the sand and ballast boats. And strangely enough, he's got a microlight above him. Microlight, one of the blokes in a parrot wing, a parrot wing, whatever they're called. I think they're still classed as microlights. Still no fish though, not a single bite. I haven't even seen the damn crab bites. I know the crabs are nicking all the bait. I'm going to have another check of the bait anyway. Crabs are having a field day. Hold on, steady, out, go, hold on. That time it wasn't the shop leader that red. It was the clip. Yeah, again. Well, I remember the voice from the past. Gambling only plays when you're winning. So I've got a lot closer in with that chunk as the tide's coming in, hoping the fish are coming closer. Yeah, the temperature's dropping and it hasn't dropped out. Hello everybody. How come you didn't get a notification then, Valerie? I put a post up saying I was coming out. I don't know if that's Google messing around or YouTube or me. I put a post up this morning saying I was coming out lunchtime, 11:30-ish. And then I started streaming when I got here. But actually, just before I got here, because I had to go out to the chemist. I don't know what I can do to let you lot know. Any ideas how I can let you all know then? Hello, Callum. I'm fishing for fish. I'm expecting nothing. I'm hoping for a flounder or for a bass. I don't care what size. But it's not looking likely because I haven't had a single bite. Now I know there has been some flounder. Oh right. I know there has been some flounder caught here this year. Actually in the last month there's been some flounder pulled out of here. And that's pretty rare. Because there used to be thousands in the harbour in the 70s and the 80s. Until one thing or another. Do you know what? I only found out the other day from the Portsmouth fisherman, Bill, who's an old commercial fisherman. He told me that the seals that are in this harbour, the 6 pairs, were actually introduced into the harbour. But it's those buggers that have, in the main, largely killed off the flatfish in the harbour. Because they can catch them. They can't catch the bass. The bass are too quick for them. And like I say, it's only in the main. There's been other factors, they reckon, as well. But why the hell did they introduce seals in here to kill all the fish off? I know they didn't do it to kill the fish off. But I bet they had a thought, well, there's plenty of fish in there for them. Well, those stupid idiots in an office have got rid of all the fish in the harbour now. Really? Well, thank you, GJ. I think I need to thank you. Because I don't know there's somebody else called an autistic angler. Just me. I know there's other autistic people that fish, but I've not found out anybody else calling them an autistic angler. Just silly old me. Yeah, temperature's dropping now that sun's dipping. Well, this isn't good. If the sun's dipping, that means I was going to be home by 5 and I haven't got anywhere near using the worms up yet. Anyway, do you know what? I was singing just a minute ago, an old Genesis song, I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe. And that harks back to a different time. In 1973, Genesis made their album Selling England by the Pound because we were selling out to Europe at the time. I think that's all around the time that the common market, when this whole Euro thing started. Before, you know, the Maastricht Treaty and everything else that actually sealed our fate as part of the European Union. Selling England by the Pound, yeah. That was my first album I ever bought. Loved that early Genesis stuff. And I'm lucky enough to grow up with early Genesis, early Floyd. All the good prog rock stuff. Yeah. I can't get enough of them. Foxtrot. All of them. All the good old ones. And it's really sad to see Phil Collins looking as old as he is. Last time I saw him on a YouTube film, he did his singing from a chair on stage and he looked terribly old. I don't know if he did. I thought it was... hang on. Brain slow. Oh, come on. What's his blooming name? Peter Gabriel. I thought it was Peter Gabriel and Rutherford that got it together. Or was it Rutherford, Collins and Gabriel that got it together? Or was it Banks and Oh, I don't know who got it together. There's stories on the internet about them anyway. It goes back, way back when. I'm sure it wasn't Collins that got them together, but they asked him to join the group as a drummer because they didn't have a drummer. I might be talking nonsense. I quite liked Collins' stuff when he kicked out on his own in the 80s, though. But seriously, folks, face value, all that nonsense. Well, I've got to be honest with you. Then There Were Three was when it all went wrong, if you ask me. Chick in the Tail, Wind and the Wuthering are the best ones, and that's when Peter Gabriel was still there. Actually, or was it? That was when Hackett, Steve Hackett was still there. I think he left when it became Then You Were Three. I can't remember when Gabriel left. Didn't he leave just after Selling England by the Pound? Or Nursery Rhymes or something. I can't remember when he left exactly. Brain's getting a bit fuzzy in my old age. Anyway, Valerie, that's when music was good, wasn't it, in the 70s? Trouble is, I got brought up by a couple of Christians who wouldn't let me listen to anything harder than Cliff Richard. Hated them for it. Anytime something new came on, like Smoke on the Water, they turned the radio off. Don't want to listen to that rubbish, he said. They did enough. Bloody Methodists brought me up with a hard fist. Hated it, and I still hate them for it. I wanted to be myself, and they wouldn't let me. No brain required. There was no jacket required. Anyway. Oh, you stupid bitch. Sorry. I just turned around and there's a young girl in the car just threw some rubbish out the window. Guess what's on the other, out the other window on the other side of the car? A bloody bin. That Pipit's around again. I wonder if he's a meadow pipit from over the road or if he is a rock pipit. See a few of them around. I haven't even had a bite, guys. This is terrible. Sorry, people. You guys? Yeah. I always used to say people. I don't know why I started saying guys. Oh yeah, I've got the engine running. I might have to go and sit in there and get warm. Look at this. Do you know what? It hasn't dropped out at all since I've been out of the car. That water is still, isn't it? We've come over that ledge down there now. How are we doing on time? Surely that's not right. Can somebody confirm the time for me, please? The car says 5 to 2. That can't be right. Surely not. What's the time, please, people? Anybody going to give me the time? I wonder if I scroll down there. Oh, I can see it. 15:43. Don't worry, I've seen it. 3:43. And the clock's wrong in the car. 3:43. 3:45. I've just got about an hour left. That fits in with the sun sinking over there then. Oh well. I guess the worms will get chucked in the harbour then. I'm not going to actually catch me a fish. I'm not going out tomorrow. I've got a day of rig making and lead making to do. The last couple of days, the last few days, I've lost so much. Plus, like I said on the last stream, we've had some bad nights because the dog's coming to the end of her days. And she's keeping us awake most of the nights now. But strangely, last night she had a good night. We all had a good night's sleep. Not as much as we needed, but Good enough. Don't believe it. There's an old boy just turned up, getting some rubbish out of his car and putting it next to the bin. Thought you were meant to take it up to the tip. Traffic codes of all things. Not a sniff out there today. I feel like taking his reg, but I won't, so I'm not like that. I have not even had the slightest touch of a bite. I've got so many worms, I better check the worm. I've got so much bait left, I better check the worms. Crabs didn't quite f*** off this time. I'm going to start loading up the worms then. See if that makes a difference. Listen, son, you're wasting time. There's a future for you, the virus lecture. Right, let's we chuck this one then for the crabs to have a go. Go over this way a little bit, up and down over that way a bit. Surprising how cold just doing that your fingers can get. Right, let's give you another little look around, look. The cars have all got their lights on coming down the Eastern Road. Sun's gone down over there. Tide's coming in quite well. There's still a mill pond out in the harbour. And guess what? Nothing to see up there either. Yes, I did. Sweet Home Alabama, Freebird, loved it. Stephen, I haven't even had a bite. Really? Well, a couple of days ago, I had half a dozen whiting. Well, I was hoping to catch a flounder or a bass, but haven't had a bite, so I'll only be here for about another hour or less. Well, Stephen, you seen how often I come out? I keep changing venues, trying different things. I'm not complaining. I had some bait to use up, I've come and used it up. Tried to catch fish. Can't always catch them, can you? Thank you, John. Like I keep saying, I'm glad that link's working now. Yes, it is easier, isn't it? Saves people hunting around. All they're going to do is click on it. Hello.
You like?
No.
No, not at all.
Nothing today.
Not.
No bites.
Oh, dear. No, not fish.
Nope, nothing today.
Oh, excuse me. No, nothing. Come on. No fish. Come on.
Hang on. $55 online and 84 likes. Thank you very much, people. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the obligatory like and subscribe. But hey, you don't need me to tell you that. Because I think you've all subscribed, so thank you very much. And I haven't got a clue when I'll be out next. I'll probably have a couple of days off this time. I don't know. Reese was saying something about fishing. So, apologies for this, people, but I'm going to end it. All right, thanks for watching anyway.